Happy days, everyone. Happy gamer news today. So, the moment that many people have been waiting for has finally arrived. The moment that people have been predicting for a very long time now. Microsoft has finally completed its 180 and has done two very important things that will definitely make the next gen console war a much more even playing field. One, it has finally done away with this bullshit of keeping Netflix and Hulu and all these other apps behind a paywall. So you no longer have to pay for Netflix. Thankfully, which is something they should have done in the first place. They really should have done that in the first place. Alright. Two, and the most important thing, they have finally dropped Kinect support from the Xbox One. It is now only merely optional that you get the Kinect for the Xbox One. If you don't want the Kinect, Microsoft is no longer forcing you to buy that extra Kinect that's going to come $100 plus an Xbox One. And the way they're doing that is starting June 9th, they're going to start releasing a $399.99 Xbox One without the Kinect, and a standalone Kinect will be available this fall. And they said, they released this video that said, look, if you want an Xbox One, good. If you don't want the Kinect with it, hey, that's fine. We have a version for you. It's called the Xbox One, and you can go out and buy it now for the same price as a PlayStation 4. That is good. That is good news for a number of reasons. One, it's going to make E3 this year a lot more interesting and a lot less biased, because now both consoles are on an even playing field, and now it's opened up more options for people to choose between either console. They can go with the games, which this year has to be about the games for both sides. It can't just we cannot have Sony dwelling on PlayStation Now and Project Morpheus. We can't do it. We gotta have more games. Both sides need to be about games. Xbox One has already come out and said this E3 will be about games, which is a good thing. So, for someone like me who is still very on the fence about the Xbox One, I honestly would not even give a shit about it as long as it kept coming with the Kinect and it came at $500. Now it can finally, it's possible that I will get an Xbox One. Just show me some games that I really want, that are exclusive. Stuff like D4, Dark Dreams Don't Die, which is this episodic murder mystery that uses the Kinect, which now that will be really interesting to see if that is going to come out in a version that does not require the Kinect. Hopefully it does, because I really don't care about the Kinect. And Sunset Overdrive, they released a video of it last week detailing what's going to be in it. That looks awesome. That looks like a really fun game. I hope more games like that are announced this year at E3. I hope they finally talk more about that the Quantum Break, I think it was called. That could be a potential system seller. That could be that could really be one. And they need to show the new Halo this year. That's a must. And they just need to bring to the table much cooler looking stuff. They need to bring. They cannot just rely on Fable and Gears of War and Halo. We need to have new, brilliant IPs. And Sony has started that at last year's E3 with the Order 1886. We still haven't seen any big games for them. That's a big system seller. So, we need brand new IPs for both sides. And now that Xbox One has dropped their Kinect bullshit and dropped the price $100, good. Good. Another reason this is good, it will stop the PlayStation, it will light a match under PlayStation 4's ass. And I'm not saying the PlayStation 4 is bad. Far from it. I got one a couple weeks ago, and I'm really loving it so far. I think it's a fantastic system. It just needs more games. So, what this means is now that Xbox One is going to be the same price as the PS4, and is going to it has pretty much done a 180 completely, almost complete 180. Now PlayStation 4 has to come out with those games that are they can no longer rely on the whole "we don't have DRM" thing, which I will admit was a very, very smart move on that, and it was something Xbox One should have done in the first place. But Sony needs to show at this year's E3 that they've got some pretty sweet looking games in the works. They need to show stuff that's like, look, we have this, Xbox One doesn't. And the other side, look, Xbox One has this, PlayStation 4 does not. Buy Xbox One for this game. Buy PlayStation 4 for this game. So this year's E3 will be cool. There's already been a report now that the PlayStation 4 Sony has a big fucking loss this year, or at least this fiscal year. So they need to get going. They need to make some new games that people will want a PlayStation 4 for. So all I can say is, game on, Sony. Game on. Good move for you, Microsoft. Game on, Sony. However, I gotta say this. This does not change my views on Sony. Alright, and as much as I'm going to sound like a fanboy, this does not change my views on Sony. They did this first, alright? They were the first ones to come out and say, no, we're not going to have DRM. $400. You don't need PlayStation Plus to access Netflix. You don't need PlayStation Plus for the streaming and all that stuff. We are the more consumer-friendly product. We are listening to you guys. And Xbox One is doing that now, but honestly, it is pretty late. And I'm not saying it's too little too late. It's late. This is what they should have done in the first place. So, yeah, this is honestly what they should have done in the first place. So I still think Sony is the better company at this point. It will really be decided at this year's E3. I'm really looking forward to both consoles, both systems now, both conferences now, and Ubisoft's conference now. They're going to have Star Wars Battlefront 3. It's going to be awesome. So, just wanted to let you guys know that. And for all those people that are going, oh, look at that, Xbox One, they have no balls. They reversed all their policies. You know, shut up. There's really just no pleasing these people. Even as a PlayStation fan, I'm happy for Microsoft. They're finally gonna now the next gen console war can really truly begin. Now, game on, Sony. Game on, Microsoft. You've got less than a month to go until E3. Bring your big guns. Light up those conference halls. Light them up, guys. Alright. Thank you for watching. If you like what you see, subscribe. If you're happy about this news as well, let me know. And as always, guys, thank you for watching. Have a good one.